technology program?
Yeah, so the CTE/ROP program with the San Juan Unified School District also actually works in conjunction with American River College. But what it is it gives high school students the opportunity to come out and work in shops like ours and get internships so that they can have real life experience working on cars or seeing how we work on cars and turn this into a career for themselves.
What made you guys choose this as your elective in high school?
So I chose it because I had already had some experience with working on cars with my dad, and so I thought it would be a good class to fine-tune my skills and kind of prepare myself to get out into the field and working on my own.
My story is that my grandfather, who's always worked on cars his whole life, but I didn't as much, he gave me a car and I overheated it and damaged the engine. And so he said, well, you got to help me fix that. So I helped him change the engine and I realized, wow, I kind of like this. So I went down to my school counselor and I said, I want to do automotive, and I took everything out that I didn't need and filled my entire rest of my high school career up with automotive, and yeah, that's what I did. It's pretty cool because Dave Burkhardt was our teacher at Del Campo. He retired recently. We went to Del Campo, we did auto shop there, but for the ROP program, we all went to San Juan. Jason Keith was our teacher there. We got to learn from kind of the best of both worlds. Burkhardt was really old school, and Keith was more new school, and he was a Volkswagen dealer tech before the teacher and everything. And I was actually able to get one of my ASE certifications while taking Keith's class while I was in high school, which was really cool because he made a promise to the kids and said, I'll give you an A in the class if you get the ASE. And so we went and did that. These are our, teachers that we had, 10, 10, a long time ago.
Can you tell us what a typical afternoon looks like for our interns here?
Yeah, so when he gets here, we go through some shop duty tasks and just kind of get the shop ready to go for us to work. And then I get in there and do some hands-on work and while he's watching me, and then I can kind of get him to mimic what I'm doing while I'm watching him. And from there, I'll double check all of his work and make sure everything's good, and just kind of explain everything as we go.
It's cool, it's refreshing. It changes up the daily routine, which is nice. Sometimes you need that. It's nice to have an extra hand, even just to, turn the car over while you're looking at something too. So the extra hand is nice.
How is it being a mentor for the intern?
It's cool. It's a lot of responsibility. Just making sure I teach him everything the right way. And it's good though, because like I said, you get to see progress of how he's learning and progressing, and
the excitement. That's the best part, is when you get somebody who's like really excited about doing it and you just try and keep that excitement going within them, Well, I have one. Him and I used to get at each other for this because I never agreed with it because I was new school and he was old school, but he'd say, they want us to call you technicians, but technicians are nice and clean and I like to be dirty because I'm a mechanic. So we call them mechanics here, and I'd always walk in and I'd be like, hey, I'm a technician.
Okay, so my favorite memory in the internship at Chevrolet was, so I worked with the foreman, was my lead guy, and we had a Chevy Tahoe and it needed a fuel pump. He's like, all right, yeah, we're gonna do a fuel pump on this, had it racked up and everything in the air, and he had walked away to go do his foreman duties, and I just got in there and started pulling this fuel tank and dropping it down, getting ready for the fuel pump, and there's other technicians walking by like giving me like weird looks, I'm just sitting there working, and he comes back and he's all, whoa, he's like, I can't have you doing that like by yourself. He's like, but good job. And I basically had pretty much the whole job ready to go for him by the time he got back, and we were good to go. Yeah. Drop the tank down, change the pump, and put it back up.
That's so great.
Which is really cool because, we got to do a lot of that stuff in the automotive class before we took the internships. I brought in my own Honda Civic and pulled the engine out. So I knew how to pull an engine just from working with our auto shop teacher and him showing me how to pull my own engine out. So we were able to go into these internships and just be able to kind of show the things that we'd learned in class. So it makes it really important, the class as well as the internship.